Hello guys, and how is it going? So today's goal is going to be to show you guys the settings that I use in Warzone in Season 3 to be a little better and see a little better than some of the other guys out there. So we're going to start with some of the more basic things like field of view, if that's an option on PC, your game sound settings, and your general settings that can make a big difference in how your game plays and your awareness of the game. So this is the default view. This is 80 field of view. I'm using a GTX 1070. But as you can see, the map is really gray, really just blah in color. So okay, put the catwalk off to my left. So right now, we're going to go into options, general. I'm going to bump this up to 120, and now I can see all the way down the catwalk. That's a major advantage over 80, is I have so much more view. And having the independent ADS field of view, I still have this zoom. So you notice the catwalk is gone when I zoom in. Options, advanced, affected. Zoom in, and I can still see a large chunk of the catwalk in that plate. Again, we'll pop it back, because this does give the impression of increased zoom. So the next major change that I would make would be to go into options. You should be pretty much good here, but subtitles should be on. So what that's going to do, when you're around enemy players and you throw something, it will pop up with a notification on the bottom of the screen saying, price, grenade out, you know, or something like that. Like, that's a major help for somebody that doesn't have great headphones or anything like that, but it's just a visual indicator, which is way easier to manage. While we're out of this game, we're also going to do one major thing with our audio. So our audio, we're going to, well, two major things, go from boost to boost low, music 0. This music needs to be off. You should have master volume at 100%, but I have it turned down for recording purposes. In audio, that is all I would change. I mean, this is really a personal preference thing. I like classic, but I've always had classic since I've played since the original Call of Duty. So now let's get into messing with the graphics themselves. Okay, so at this point, let's hop into another spot and show you guys something that's going to make your game awareness significantly better with barely any change whatsoever to your game. You notice that my map in the upper left-hand corner of my screen is round. So that is going to eliminate a big chunk of what I can see on my map. And obviously that is a huge disadvantage. Corner, options, general, map shape, square. And you can see now that I can see all that stuff around me that I couldn't see before. Those buildings, those silos, now all visible on my radar. Map, what we're going to do is go back into general, turn our color blindness on, do Trinopia, both, and it's going to make the colors pop a heck of a lot more. And I'll have a before and after on this right here. So once you have all this kind of stuff set up, you're starting to be cooking. But there are a few other small things that you could do to make your life a little bit better. There's got to be one right here, right? So this is probably pretty dark. So that is a significant advantage. So the way that I set mine is because the sun to me is absolutely obnoxious, is I will look towards the sun, turn my filters back off. Now I want to make sure that I can still look into the sun without just blowing my eyes out. And that's done through this highlights one right here. So if I pop this higher, you see there's more washout, but if I bring that down, I want that about 45 if possible. So this is how I set mine up. Color 10, 10, 0, 58 vibrance. And this is one of the things that, like, you see it changes the color a lot. You go basically to black and white. So details is what really makes the difference. So that is where you're going to run into your HDR toning. You notice that that's where all the shadows kind of pop. I try to keep that at around 50, around 20, and around 45, and 0 bloom. Because at bloom, you see it just kind of blows everything out. That's not at all what we want.
Enemy dropping into
So as far as my graphics settings go, I will usually set it this way: full screen, 144 hertz refresh rate, because that's what I've got set up, 100% resolution, no VSync, unlimited frame rate, texture normal, low, enabled. Like basically just running kind of mid everything except for the Fomaic strength. So what you'll notice with that, we'll go to regular SMAA 2 times. What you'll see, that game quits freaking out, is if I look out to these trees, you see how they're like fluttery almost, like jittery looking trees? So if we go back into options and set that to Fomaic SMAA 2 times, you'll notice that the jittery, shuddery stuff is gone. That's no longer an issue. If you're having jittery stutters in your game, set it to full screen, because full screen windowed, that can cause issues with stuttering in your game because it's not giving your game priority in your system, so that can cause a problem. But if this video helped you guys out, give me a like. If you like me, give me a subscribe. Have a good one, guys, and I will see you around. Flash, the flash.
Kill them.
Got them both.
The people who are near me are running ghosts, that kind of speed. I'm trying to get over there.
Let's go.
Done. Got him.
There's one left, one left.
Reloading.